we are near.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. And it's Hardaway in at the 3. And for the Clippers, they've got Paul George. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Beverly in at the 1. Now, here's Doncic. Left side, Porzingis. And he overshot that one, missing.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
And Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many feel that's a hallmark of a great front office.
You go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships. That tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that net.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Unreal. Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Doncic against George. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Here's George. Here's Morris. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Morris has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Here's Leonard. No stopping him there. Jams it in his... And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Pretty nice work there in the open floor. Hardaway Jr. good at running to the right spot on the court and being ready.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But, you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Doncic against Leonard. Hardaway with a wide-open look. A three-pointer off the mark. Deflects the pass. Here's the Clippers. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Morris dishes to Leonard. It's George on the wing. Richardson cover. Shot clock at 5. Doncic outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Doncic has got 5.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Outside Leonard. From deep three-point range, up again, and George able to finish.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Doncic against George. Doncic passes to Richardson. kept alive. Porzingis, and it's good. 2 points.
Well, when you see Porzingis attack the glass, you want to stand up in your seat. There's been these opportunities where we've seen him flying in for some highlight dunks.
And Leonard has it in the corner. And the layup is good. 6 points for him.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Doncic against George. And Doncic, here we go. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they pay the price.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Clippers leading by 9. Here's Jackson. Kennard with the ball. From deep. Nailed from three-point land.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Clippers to be in. What do you think, guys?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
On the floor for Dallas, they've got Marjanovic, Jalen Brunson out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Cauley Stein, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. The shot's good from Kennard.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Now Brunson. Inside. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Zubac kicks to Kennard. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Kennard for 3. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
A second chance effort. And Kennard lays it in. Good. Kennard's got 8 points.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein doing what he does best on offense, looking to throw it down.
There's the pass to Zubac. Kennard on the wing. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer. Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. 5 on the clock.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Redick with the 3. Offensive rebound. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Forget about the size of Willie Cauley-Stein because of the way he moves out on the floor. Great job of drawing a foul in the paint that time.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Kennard. Now here's Batum. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Zubac, and gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And the Croatian big man, Ivica Zubac, a big hip-hop fan. His teammates call him Zupac.
It's amazing that he was traded from the Lakers to the Clippers, so still home games here at Staples Center.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. George, that's a 2-pointer. That shot is off. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Doncic passes to Kleber. Passes it to Porzingis. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And here's George for 3. Morris kicks to George. .115 left in the first half.
Yeah, I think you got to be cautious when you guard Paul George. He's not afraid of the contact, and that time welcomed it.
For Los Angeles, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac. Porzingis passes to Doncic. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Back to Doncic. To the paint, just 5 to shoot, and it goes down 2 points.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Outside, George. Inside, Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
An elite rim protector, Ibaka has the highly desired combination of athleticism and timing. And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Leonard finds Ibaka. Back to Leonard. The Mavericks pull it in. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Doncic has got 7.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. From the get-go, it was the Clippers who came out strong. An exceptional game. And
there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from George.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. We've got Patrick Beverly. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George, and it's Ibaka in at the center position. Clippers leading by 17. George, that's a 2-pointer. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone. Well, they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Ahead, Leonard kicks to Beverly. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And the Clippers lead by 20.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Solid passer for a two-guard. Tim Hardaway Jr. is all about doing what's best for his team.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. And George, here we go, makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish. And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Always the connection with the teammate. That time Porzingis in the right spot.
Pass to Beverly. Here's the 3. And there's Paul George on the assist by Beverly. George has got 17 now.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Here's Beverly. Porzingis with the block.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
Here's Richardson, and it's Richardson slamming it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Kleber against George. Out to Ibaka. Just his first attempt. A shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 4 assists in the game.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. Before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. George. Porzingis with the block. And so they foul intentionally. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Mavericks trail by 14. 58 seconds left to play in the third. Runs in the pass to Reddick. Cauley-Stein trying to free himself up. No good on the 3. Los Angeles has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
Well, kind of fun when you see his personality come out in his game like that.
Brunson scanning the floor. Outside, Reddick. And there's the pass to Finney-Smith. Redick against George. Marjanovic, no good. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And they go to the intentional foul, and it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. There's 21 seconds left in the third. Zubac, it's good on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 18.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
Cauley-Stein shooting with confidence that close around the rim.
And here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you got 2 points. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. Now here's Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Shoots over Brunson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges means that he'll be great in TV stuff. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
And they'll keep possession. Batum, good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Brunson against Jackson. Brunson the pass to Cauley-Stein. Here's Finney-Smith from 10 feet out. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
The drive by Jackson. Count that bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Brunson with it. Passes it to Redick. Back to Brunson. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, Redick more than happy to get off the ball that time and spot the open man.
In the corner, Kennard with it. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And Finney-Smith gets it to go. Finney-Smith's got his first basket.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
So both teams changing it up here. Beverly against Richardson. Now here's Beverly. He's tightly guarded. On the wing, Morris. Shot clock at 6. Right wing. Shoots. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Mavericks trail by 20. Here's Porzingis, and it's Dallas with another.
This is a show of confidence here. This kind of possession from Porzingis, ready to shoot off the pass.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And Leonard has it in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Clippers lead by 21.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Porzingis out to Hardaway. Pass to Doncic. Count it.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. The shot by George, no good. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks, trailing by 19.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Clippers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Paul George.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
51 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And a deep three from George. Rebounded by Hardaway. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Here's Doncic. Lays it up and banks it in.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Doncic against George. Outside Leonard. So the Clippers winning this one easily. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. The beautiful skyline of Denver, Colorado is our backdrop tonight. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. And it's Ibaka. And it's Morris in at the 4-man position. And for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Jamal Murray is out there with Michael Porter. And it's Gordon in at the 3. Murray outside. Benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Now here's Murray. After the miss from Serge Ibaka. And it's Murray with the jam.
Boy, have to enjoy, guys, seeing Murray jam it down like that. I mean, his vertical is pretty impressive.
Porter against George. Takes a 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Jokic. Over Beverly. And again, it's Denver.
Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going. They're cooking with gas, folks.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids. Greg, well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
Outside Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Now here's Murray. Kicks to Gordon. It's stolen by Ibaka. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. The shot off that time. Murray with the defensive effort. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Nasty move. And that's 2 points on the layup. Murray's got 6.
Hey, when you look at Jokic, forget about calling him a good passing big man. He's a great passer, period.
Passes to Beverly. Back to George. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Jokic. Over Ibaka. And he can't bank that one in. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Jokic. Lays it up off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here is Morris. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Hey, and George really is one of the better dunkers in the league. Actually, one of the best. He's creative. He's got great bounce, excellent length, and pretty creative every time he gets a chance to throw it down.
Jokic with the bucket.
Nice start as he's knocked down 3 of his first 4 and has hit the ground at high speed.
Ibaka right side. He dishes it to George. The shot. And it's good off the back rim and in. 9 points in the game so far.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Millsap at the elbow. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You've got to be more physical than that against Millsap. He's good at fighting his way through contact on the way up.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. In the corner, it's Morris. Back to George. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And every single season, Paul George has kicked his game up another level. I think he's a premier two-way forward who gets it done at both ends.
Always going up for the alley-oop here.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Some great action here early as we end the first quarter. Clark in a tie. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic.
Selfless. I mean, you need to cure.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
We've got JaMychal Green. Monte Morris is out there with Will Barton. Then there's JaVale McGee. And it's Dozier in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Now the Clippers moving it up. Shots good by Kennard. Kennard's got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's McGee. Lays it up off the glass.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
And Los Angeles guys shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Man can't hit. Barton against Batum. And the wide open shot from Morris. No good from outside.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And a little luck that time, but it drops.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Now, here is Morris. Makes it off the glass. Morris has got it all tied up now for the Nuggets. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son's a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm I'm, as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play, excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds.
The quickness of Reggie Jackson, terrific. Superb at slicing apart the defense with his drives to the rack.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. The pass to McGee. Here's Dozier. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Bobbed up there for Green. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Moving it up. And there it is for him. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Jackson from long range. Kennard kicks to Jackson. Green with the rebound. Nuggets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Absolutely terrific in transition. When the floor opens up, Barton attacks and doesn't let up.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Clippers trail by 3. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of the game. Back to George. Millsap with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Here's Barton. Here's Jokic. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Leonard on the wing. He feeds it to Ibaka. Hits the close-range jumper.
All that practice on the positioning and timing of the catch and shoot, paying huge dividends for Ibaka.
On the wing, Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Had the space there, but it's offline.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays and some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Well, what can you say about... And that...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Paul George. Morris is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. George, no good. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Nuggets leading by 6. Murray with it. He's got 9. Back to Millsap. Pass to Murray. Feeds it to Millsap. Sent back.
How impressive was that? The little fella, Beverly, extending out for the block. Showed us some nice timing for a guy that's not much taller than 6'2".
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Porter against George. Beyond the arc. Another three for Denver.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Trailing here by 8. Beverly for 3. Rebound by the Nuggets.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Millsap passes to Gordon. It's stolen by Morris. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Porter passes to Murray. Over Beverly. Here's Jokic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch. It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
Here's George. Leonard looking over the floor. That one doesn't drop. Good defense by Jokic. And it's Gordon penetrating to the middle. Jokic inside. Morris is there. The offensive rebound. Good on the bucket. And now it's an 11-point Nugget lead.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And Ibaka kicks to Morris. And the Clippers miss again.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Launches it. Morris with the rebound. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Jackson against Morris. It's Jackson with the drive. Denver grabs the miss. Here's Barton, and Barton throws it down.
Running with purpose. Whenever Barton gets a lane right to the rim, he's going to rise up with power and throw it down.
Outside Jackson. Kennard on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. They could use a bucket. That one, no good. And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. There's the triple. No good there. And so it's Denver looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So on the floor for Denver, JaVale McGee is out there with Green. Then there's Monte Morris. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Dozier in at the 3. He lobs it up.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignite.
Barton, no luck. Clippers trail by 13. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Man can't hit.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Morris finds Green.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Jackson. Down low. On the wing, Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Kennard against Barton. 6 on the shot clock. McGee dishes to Morris. Those 3-pointers off the mark. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 13-point game. The shot's good from Kennard.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
And here is Morris. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Kennard against Porter. The 3. Kennard's shot is off. The Nuggets leading by 14. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Jackson.
A key rebound there, but they can do a little better on the glass here down the stretch.
Guys, it's been their weakness to this point in the game, but they're still alive.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Neither did the defense.
From deep 3-point range, it's hauled in by Jokic.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
It's Jackson with the drive.
You know Jackson can just fly. I mean, that athleticism and energy is off the charts.
Jamal Murray, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Passes it to Millsap. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. From downtown, the putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Nuggets.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jokic.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
Now the pass to Murray. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Nuggets lead by 16.
They maintained focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
And, you know, everybody in the building knows this is a wrap, a done deal. Put this one in the W column.
Here's George. Good work defensively by Millsap. There's 49 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Wide open look here for Murray. And again, Denver with the triple.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
36 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Denver now. Murray kicks to Gordon. Back to Murray. Outside Gordon. Pass to Porter. Back to Murray. Clock at 4. From deep. But they'll get another chance. Now, Jokic. Fader on the way. Off target with that shot.
And speed and effort level.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. the city of Dallas. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. And hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Porter is out there with Murray. And it's Gordon in at the small forward spot. And for Dallas, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. Now here's Porter. Back to Murray. Millsap kicks to Porter. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
Now, Jokic, after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Murray, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
And can't get too handsy with Murray, especially when he's rising up for the shot.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Now, here's Doncic. From deep three-point range, the shot will not fall. Now Denver takes it the other way. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Pass to Murray. The kick out to Porter. Pass to Gordon. Clock at 6. Back to Porter. Jacks up a 3. It doesn't go for him. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Porzingis passes to Cauley-Stein. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Hardaway dishes to Cauley-Stein. Doncic outside. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Over Murray. And it's Doncic missing.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
And stolen by Cauley-Stein. Doncic outside. Outside, Porzingis. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And now the Nuggets, fast break. Gordon finds Jokic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Porzingis.
And it's a challenge trying to guard Jokic from there. Adept at making you foul him on the way up.
Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Releases. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Mavericks trail by 4. Outside, Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Wow, that's the mobility of Porzingis, gliding in for the finish.
The pass to Jokic. Top of the key. That shot misses. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Porzingis finds Cauley Stein. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
No shortage of confidence from Luka Doncic. If he gets a clean pass, it's going up.
Outside Gordon. Back to Murray. Gordon inside. And then Gordon with the dunk.
How effortless is a dunk for Aaron Gordon? He's ready for takeoff, gentlemen.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Doncic outside. On deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Doncic has got 5.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Murray surveying the D. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. The Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused.
Now here's Brunson. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So at the end of one quarter of play. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
And this is why coaches say be aggressive. As long as you're playing smart, good things tend to happen, even if you're on the road.
They've got Richardson, Jalen Brunson out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Powell in at power forward. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Shot clock at 3. Brunson. McGee with the block. And he's able to get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense. And that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Now here's Barton. Pass to McGee. He dishes it to Morris. Feeds to Green. Back to Morris. Shoots over Brunson. They grab their own miss. Out to Morris. On the wing, Morris. To the inside. A nice shot by Dozier. Dozier's got the lead up to 4 now for Denver.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. Powell with it. The 15-footer. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And Denver has possession. Morris looking over the floor. And stolen by Richardson. Brunson against Morris. And the dunk by Powell.
How about the ups of Dwight Powell? He's making these lobs look easy.
Pass to Morris. Outside, Green. Passes it to Dozier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. McGee with it. Guarded by Marjanovic. A 3 from Morris. That shot no good. And it's Dallas the other way. Morris against Brunson. Richardson outside. He feeds it to Powell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
Now here's Redick. No points in the game yet for him. From outside the arc, hits it from three-point range.
What confidence from the grizzled veteran. Redick is as automatic as it gets from downtown.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's the pass to McGee. Back to Morris. Here is McGee to stop the run. Not enough on that one as it misses.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Got it with the bucket.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Morris passes to Barton. Out to the right wing. And McGee kicks to Dozier. And another miss by Denver.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by Dallas.
Brunson against Morris. And stolen by Barton. He kicks it to Morris. Back to Barton. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Dallas. Richardson outside. Dallas again missing. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Bobbed up there for Green. Barton passes to Green. Second chance shot. He lays it in. Green's got his first 2 points.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Outside, Reddick. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. Shoots the 3. Brunson against Morris. Howell. And he banks in the layup. Howell's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, this is a big part of what Dwight Howell needs to do. Battle hard on the offensive glass, turn those second chance opportunities into points.
And a close game so far to the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. And Kenny, along with the incredible... And...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Millsap and Jokic, the big man. Michael Porter's out there with Murray. And it's Gordon in its small forward.
What I love about Luka Doncic is how much fun he has playing the game. Shots like that, the flair just demonstrated.
Now, here's Jokic. 5 points in the game. Count the basket. Jokic has got 7 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And here is Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Finney-Smith. 6 to shoot. Doncic outside. Lets the 3 fly. No good that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
That doesn't go either for Doncic.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Doncic against Jokic. Shoots over Doncic. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. Mavericks leading by 4.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Man. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
And with the dunk contest in Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
And finished off by Porter.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Doncic outside. Takes the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Porter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Gordon. Back to Murray. The 17-footer. It's rebounded by Doncic.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
Boy, how pretty is that at 7'3"? Kristaps Porzingis knows he can get his shot anytime he wants.
Murray finds Jokic. Here is Porter.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Back to Porzingis. Jokic grabs the miss. The Nuggets trail by 5. Gordon goes in. Nice D from Porzingis.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
And that one's good. Doncic has got 9 points now in just the second half. Murray outside. The offensive rebound.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Doncic dishes to Hardaway. Fires the 3. And it's Doncic missing. Nuggets have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. For 3, Murray. Denver gets it back. Jokic lays it up and banks it in. And now just a 4-point Maverick lead.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the third quarter was over. But it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Marjanovic is out there with Powell. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Brunson in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And stolen by Barton. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Oh, Moore's in position.
And such a huge play, guys. I mean, that's a 4-point swing, possibly. Tremendous steal and conversion right there.
Brunson the pass to Redick. Back to Brunson. Kicks it to Redick. 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. The shot by Powell, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's Dozier. Richardson cover. And it's McGee penetrating. Count that one.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Brunson the pass to Pop. Back to Brunson. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Here's Dozier. There's the dish to Morris. Green, the pass to McGee. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Green draws the double. Morris against Brunson. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Good at staying with his man. Love watching Redick hustle and just make a difference on that end.
Brunson against Green. Stolen by McGee. Down low. Barton kicks to Dozier. Morris outside. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Pass to Brunson. Richardson outside. There's the feed to Redick. Shot clock at 5. Richardson the pass to Redick. Shoots over Barton. Redick with the bucket.
And the touch, the accuracy, the assertiveness of Redick is what allows him to drain these shots.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. And it's Doncic missing.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. It's Jokic, top of the key. Gordon finds Murray. The shot from 20 feet away. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws.
And what I like about Cauley-Stein is just how hard he plays. Really, both ends, a scrappy player.
Doncic against Murray. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Porzingis. That misses off the backboard. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. The Nuggets with another miss.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Hardaway dishes to Cauley-Stein. Here's Doncic. From the top of the key, he buries it. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Passes to Finney-Smith. Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. It was. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Margaret Hunt-Hill Bridge. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. We've got Kawhi Leonard, Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Ibaka in at the 5. And for the Mavericks, we've got Luka Doncic. Porzingis is out there with Cauley Stein. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Leonard with the bucket. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotation.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
Here's George. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
We know Beverly's ability as a defender, but don't underestimate his ability as a distributor. He has good vision.
Now, here's Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Inside. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Beverly against Hardaway. Passes it to Finney Smith. Doncic outside. From deep three-point range, another 3 for Dallas.
And he can play the long-range game, the mid-range game. He takes it to the rack. Doncic is a versatile 3-level scorer.
Now here's Leonard. Oh!
No, he didn't. So explosive with the dunk. Kawhi Leonard gets up quick to slam it down.
Up top, Doncic. Defended by George. Good work there as it goes.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
And that one's good, George.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
From deep. Offensive rebound.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. George finds Ibaka. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Doncic with it. 5 points in the game. That doesn't go either for Doncic. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And the shot goes down. George has got 6.
And this is how you score in transition. And Paul George, you just have to appreciate his hustle.
And here's Doncic from the arc. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
And here is Doncic after Paul George getting his 3 to go. They need this, and Doncic lays it in. He has 7.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Beverly the pass to Leonard. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Cauley Stein passes to Finney-Smith. Leonard with the steal. Here's the break. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
Long and athletic, PG-13 is a terror when he reaches the cup.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. The quick look, no good that time.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the game.
Patrick Beverly is a tone setter. Someone who doesn't back down from anyone. I admire his confidence.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Mavericks trail by 6. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside, Redick. Stolen by Beverly. To the paint. George passes to Beverly. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Brunson. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Clippers, we've got Luke Kennard. Batum's out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Reggie Jackson, and it's man in at the 3 spot. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. 6-point game. Kennard on the wing. The pass to Zubac. Back to Kennard. Shot clock at 6. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Exploding to the rim, Luke Kennard slams it in. His offensive energy is a difference maker.
Pass to Redick. And here is Marjanovic. Zubac defending. Now here's Marjanovic. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Brunson. No good on the triple. Los Angeles leading by 8. Jackson kicks to Kennard. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Richardson, no luck. And Los Angeles guys shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. And, Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Baseline jumper. The shot's good from Kennard. Kennard's got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Richardson attacking. Back to Marjanovic. Stolen by Zubats. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Kennard against Redick. Kennard, the pass to Mann. Jackson up top. Brunson covering. And no good on the shot. Trying to follow through after the contact, but he'll shoot two at the line instead. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school. And it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
George looking over the floor. Lob pass to George. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
The trust George has built with his team, they know he'll finish strong if they feed him.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Doncic.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
No one near him. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Doncic has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the man. Here's George, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
Good luck containing Paul George on the drive. He's one of the more fluid wings in the league.
It's his first trip to the line.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year, 88% from the line.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Doncic against George. Back to Doncic. The tray. That doesn't go. He's 5 of 12 on the night. Clippers leading by 10. Here's George, and he could not get that one. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
A wide open look here for Ibaka. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. Ibaka against Doncic. Cauley Stein up top. Pass to Porzingis. That 3 off the mark. And now here's George. The fast break opportunity. It's good. And now it's a 12-point Clipper lead.
So far, Georgia's competitive play has worked well. He's getting just about everything to fall.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Leonard, and so it's Los Angeles. Go.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, an outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He ended up with 17 points, 3 assists. And that'll...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
They've got Cauley Stein, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. It's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Doncic. Beverly deciding where to go with it. Leonard on the wing. And the layup's good off the glass. Leonard's got 6.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Doncic against George. Doncic kicks to Finney Smith. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Leonard attacking. Count it. Good. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
One thing about Kawhi, when he's driving, he eats up real estate fast with those long strides.
Porzingis with the ball. George picks him up. A good look from Doncic. And another basket for Dallas.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
And Leonard has it in the corner. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
I'll tell you what, when Kawhi knifes his way to the rim, it's next level.
And it's Doncic missing.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Leonard dishes to Morris. Cauley Stein grabs the board.
After hitting 3 straight, they finally missed one. But you can see the rhythm coming out of the half. Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Hardaway against George. He can't get that one to fall. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And he makes that one. Marjanovic has got his first points of the game.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
Brunson against Jackson. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 7.
I mean, taking what the defense allows, Reggie can run the pick and roll in a variety of ways.
Brunson scanning the floor. And it's Marjanovic on top of the key. Richardson gets a wide open look. Offline with his 3. And an intentional foul right there. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities, and those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Knocked away. Passes it to Marjanovic. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
The Clippers haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Mavericks trail by 13. 32 seconds left here in the third quarter. Marjanovic banked in off the glass. Marjanovic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Jackson against Brunson. And there's the pass to Kennard. Back to Jackson. Fires the three. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. A shot by Batum. No good. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. And the wide open shot from Redick. Good on the triple. Redick's got his first 3 points of the game.
There are some shooters that you can't lose sight of. Redick doesn't miss those.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Jackson is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Batum, and it's man in at the small forward. Mavericks trail by 8. And here's Brunson. Marjanovic finds Brunson. Here's Powell. All alone. Another shot. Here's Marjanovic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And the first one drops. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Los Angeles leading by 6. Here's Jackson. Here's Zubac. And he banks in the layup.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Brunson with a clean look. Off target with his 3.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Jackson gets the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Brunson the pass to Redick. Finish now to Powell. Back to Redick. Kicks it out to Richardson. Clock at 6. That's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Brunson the pass to Richardson. 6 on the shot clock. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Poor defensive effort. Can't stop Richardson from scoring. Then compounds the situation with the foul.
That's good from Richardson. Clippers leading by 7. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. The drive by Jackson, and he gets it to go.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Brunson. It's deflected. Here's Powell. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. George against Hardaway. And George, oh, the power on that prudent.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Now Doncic. And he uses the glass on the layup. Doncic has got 20.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Outside, George. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. And now we've got the intentional foul. George against Hardaway. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. They trail by 11. And Doncic gets it to go.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
And the rejection by Cauley Stein. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
The rare guy who can do everything at both ends. Paul George gives you a chance to win every night.
Good on the first, and that brings them to within 10. All free throws good from Doncic.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
Outside, George. He gets that one. George has got 27 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Outside, George, just 5 to shoot. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Willie Cauley Stein.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
George with the ball. Got it. Good job in the low post. George has got 31 points.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Leonard the pass to George. From deep 3-point range, it's rebounded by Doncic.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. 2K Sports brings you the end. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Murray out there with Porter. And it's Gordon in at the 3. And for the Clippers, Baca is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position. And here's George for 3. Morris finds George. Misses the wing J.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
For 3, Murray. They get it again. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Hey, look over the defense. You find an opportunity inside the lane. That's good work by Paul Millsap.
George passes to Ibaka. Back to George. Launches a 3. Rebound by Murray. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Gordon, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the athleticism Gordon has poses so many problems for defenders, especially when he's looking to score from there.
And so he makes both from the line. And here's Beverley. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Left side, Leonard. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's George. Drops in the layup for 2.
Well, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it, and just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Porter with it. Jokic kicks to Murray. Shot clock at 6. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And Murray showing some smarts right there, some good patience in that pick and roll.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Beverley finds Leonard, uncovered. Again, Los Angeles.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Murray. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. And the 3 off target. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
And they're running. Lob pass to Gordon. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
On the wing, George. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Murray. 1:03 left here in the opening quarter. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
And here's George. The pass to Beverley. And George kicks to Beverly. Leonard on the wing. And too long on the shot. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. And it's Gordon missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Ibaka. Clippers moving the ball around. And that one, good. And that'll tie this game up.
Well, if you're open, Patrick Beverly is going to do his best to get you the ball.
In the corner, it's Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Over Ibaka. From down low. In deep. Jokic drops it in.
Yeah, the inside game of Jokic continues to improve. Adept at using that big body, finding an angle, and taking advantage.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
You know, so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Bill Barton is out there with Monte Morris. And it's JaMychal Green. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Dozier in at the 3 slot. Here's Batum. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Denver in the lead. Barton passes to Morris. They kick it out to Green. Morris against Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Green, the pass to Morris. No good on the triple. The Clippers shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Jackson has the open look. Denver grabs the miss. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
Not when he comes in there with that tomahawk. That's just too much force. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and the dunk by Zubac.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Outside, Green. 3-pointer. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And you got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
For 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Here's Dozier, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Clippers trail by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
All about timing. Will Barton, great job of seeking that one out and throwing it away.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Morris outside to the middle. And there's Green on the assist by Morris. Green's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nuggets.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
And good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
To the inside. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Nuggets lead by 9.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Kennard kicks to Batum. Great D that time from Green.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And after some time over in France and the G League, JaMychal Green catching on as a steady NBA veteran.
In Memphis, the Grizzlies played him over Zach Randolph for some time. He's a guy that just keeps working and has found a niche now as his three-point shot has found more consistency in the NBA.
Kennard's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's Barton. And it's McGee atop the key. Down low, here's Morris. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's an 11-point Nugget lead.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Passes to Mann. McGee with the block. And they're on the break. All going up court. And that one's good. Barton.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Jackson drives in, and that one is good.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
To the right side. Morris against Jackson. Morris passes to McGee. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. The drive by Jackson. Denver grabs the miss. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And he makes both free throws. Outside Jackson. Throws it up high. And he lays in the alley-oop.
Check out the vision from Jackson. He doesn't have to make the flashy play, just wants to make the right play.
And the first half is now in the books. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on. And that.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. JaMychal Green with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, there is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough game plans to slow him down. How do you guard a guy that good?
Marcus Morris is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the two-guard spot. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Jokic against Ibaka. Outside Millsap. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Millsap's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Nuggets. Beverley dishes to George. Reagan, New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Beverley finds George. And easy 2 points on the layup. George has got 6.
Think back to when Paul George entered the league in the 2010-11 season for the Indiana Pacers, a skinny kid. Not so much anymore.
Denver passing it around. Back to Jokic. Outside Gordon. Leonard with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Morris with the ball. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Great block from Millsap, sending that one back.
On the wing, Porter. Murray against Beverly. Now here's Murray. Tight defense on him. 5 on the clock. Porter outside. He's off on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's George. Here's Leonard outside for George. It's not going to go for him.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing 2-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Ibaka. Buries it down low. Ibaka's got his second basket.
Yeah, high percentage look there for Ibaka. He can be automatic in there when given room.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Fades back. Kept alive. And it's Millsap with the extra effort. And the Nuggets lead by 19.
Yeah, Millsap a little bit gritty there. Good to see him go in and hit the glass.
The shot by George. Wide open. From outside, off the mark.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Porter, no luck.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And George gets it to go.
Paul George getting after it. They're helping out the teammate to try to secure one a second time.
George against Porter. Jokic passes to Millsap. Outside Porter. And the shot no good, a bit short. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 17. Two points. That one goes.
Oh, Jokic being assertive now in the mid-range and has the touch to bury that kind of shot.
Now Beverly at the elbow. It's Ibaka. Tries from 16.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
But they recover it. Here's Millsap. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Millsap's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, great concentration from Paul Millsap there. He's used to having to score on difficult shots around multiple defenders.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back right after this. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Clippers trail by 21. Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Monte Morris. Jermichael Green is out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Dozier in at the small forward.
Well, on that kind of move, Paul George is such a great scorer. He can stay in control, even at full speed.
Barton outside, and the pass to McGee. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And so little can be done to stop that. Leonard with the jets to screen down the lane, then tops it off with the thunder finish.
Now, here is Morris. It's hauled in by Beverly. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's George, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
Pass to Green. Morris outside. Clock at 6. Here's McGee. Lays it up off the glass.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
George from deep three-point land. A quick shot there, and it's off target. And pushing it up, here's Denver. And Barton throws it down.
And coaches and the opposition knows that Barton loves to run in the open court. You can see why with the basket on the other end there.
And it's Leonard with the jam.
And he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Well, free throw drops for Leonard. The Nuggets leading by 16. Passes it to McGee. Back to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense. That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Morris against Beverly, and the wide open shot from Green. They get the rebound, and McGee kicks to Dozier. In the corner, it's Morris. Connects from three-point range. Morris has got 5 points in the quarter.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
You think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
McGee, the pass to Green. George against Barton. 6 to shoot. Here's Morris. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. McGee's shot is off. Clippers trail by 17. Leonard, that's for 2. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Well, the defender leaning just a little. Kawhi recognizes it, pulls up for the easy one.
Morris against Beverly. The 19-foot shot. Out to Morris. Pass to Dozier. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him.
No doubt. Yeah, kind of fun when you see his personality come out in his game like that.
George against Barton. It's Barton on the wing. For the 3. Morris with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive output.
At this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Barton wide open, he fires. The Nuggets with another miss. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 10-point game.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Shoots a 3. McGee's shot is off. And the wide open shot from Morris. No good with the triple. Martin with it. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. And all right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For It's time for the NBA. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Willie Cauley-Stein, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Murray out there with Michael Porter. And it's Gordon in at the small forward position. Now, here's Doncic. Can't connect from long distance.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Porter against Doncic. Here's Jokic. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. All right, Clark, old school lineups tonight. Both sides anchored by great pivot men.
Kevin, I can hear the excitement in your voice, man, and I share that excitement when you see big guys that can go at it in old school fashion. I love seeing that because we don't see it that much these days with all of the three-point shooting. We get to see big guys going to work in the paint. I love it.
The kick out to Porter. The three. Porzingis with the rebound. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Outside for Murray. And that one goes long.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
Here's Hardaway. Michael Porter making his last shot. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Three-pointer. And the three ball is good. Porter's got 5 now.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
Now Millsap, after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Millsap dishes to Porter. Back to Millsap. Pass to Jokic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Luka Doncic.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position. Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Doncic against Murray. Doncic passes to Cauley-Stein. Over Millsap. And Cauley-Stein with the basket on the assist by Doncic.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Right side Millsap. Clock at 6. Murray finds Gordon. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Offensive rebound. Jokic. Outside Millsap. Murray outside. Gordon for 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 3. The pass to Finney-Smith. And stolen by Murray. Jokic with it. Out guarded by Porzingis. A pass to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And Gordon taking advantage of the fact that when he gets up in the air like that, nobody's interested in getting in his way.
Doncic feeling it out. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Murray kicks to Porter. Outside Millsap. Back to Porter. Denver passing it around. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Millsap. Porzingis with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. It'll count. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was...
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Mavericks on top. They're up by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
They've got JaVale McGee. Will Barton is out there with Morris. And it's JaMychal Green. And it's Dozier in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Richardson kicks to Brunson. Off target from outside. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Denver. Here's the lob to the hoop. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Back to Brunson. It's stolen by Morris. One-on-one here. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Brunson scanning the floor. Passes it to Pop. Richardson outside. Inside. Marjanovic. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
And, guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Nuggets?
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Morris dishes to Green. To the left side wing. McGee finds Morris. Bobbed up there for Green. He can't get that one.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Kicks it out to Richardson. Brunson with a clean look. Misses the 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Dallas has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Redick for 3. Green with the rebound.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Here's Morris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. Probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. That wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
That one good for 2.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. Kicks it out to Richardson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out to the right wing. Here's Brunson. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Morris.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Redick finds Powell. Pass to Marjanovic. Shoots over McGee. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Richardson. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Millsap has the open look. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Mavericks have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Marjanovic kicks to Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. Wide open look. Offensive rebound.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley-Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Murray, the pass to Porter. Now the pass to Murray. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
And, you know, you look at the evolution of Murray, and it's exciting to watch, quite honestly. He's a combo guard. He's got great range and scoring ability, but I like the way he's developing as a playmaker, too.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Now, here's Doncic. So that'll be it for the first half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They were always within striking distance. And that's a wrap for our...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. The Nuggets trail. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Cauley-Stein. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. Good defense by Jokic. Basket here gets them back in front.
And it's been a long time coming, pardon me.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion. You know, with good shooting form and technique and a knack for scoring, Hardaway Jr. is confident with the deep ball.
Jokic passes to Murray. And he makes good on the layup. Murray's got 8 points.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
And here is Doncic. 6 points for him. From deep three-point range, the long-distance 3 is buried. He's got 9.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Murray against Doncic. From deep. And that's good. Jamal Murray for three.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Doncic passes to Cauley-Stein. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Jokic. Millsap in the corner. Outside for Murray. Pulls up on the wing, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
1:53 left to play here in the third. Doncic passes to Hardaway. Another three for Dallas.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Back to Murray. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Cauley-Stein. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Can't ignore Millsap's defensive instincts. Excellent timing, rising up the block shot.
They're outside. Another three for Denver.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
Doncic against Murray. Doncic dishes to Cauley-Stein. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Kicks it out to Gordon. Millsap looking it over. To the wing right side. Murray with it. He's got 15. Gordon for three. Mavericks with the rebound. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. 19 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Back to Doncic. And the layup's good off the glass. Doncic has got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, KP wanting to dish it when his guys are open. I love that team first attitude on display.
Murray for three. Millsap. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay mon. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And honest,
what a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story for the Denver Nuggets. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Back to the action after this word. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Bill Barton is out there with Morris. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Green. And it's Dozier in its small forward. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. The shot by Redick, no good. Denver in the lead. 3-on-3. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Barton throws it down.
Yeah, you can't forget about the jumping ability of Barton now. I mean, this guy is phenomenal at finishing off these alley-oops.
Now, Brunson. Up top, Marjanovic. Back to Brunson. Over Morris. With the putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Barton passes to Green. It's over Powell. And he gets the... And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Okay, David, thanks. Barton against Reddick. Now here's Barton. Defense right on him. The drive by Green, and the wide open shot from Morris sinks the triple.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Here's Brunson. Outside, Reddick. Back to Brunson. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And the dunk by Powell.
And, you know, this is what Powell does best. Establishes himself deep inside and jams it home.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Dozier. Richardson covering. Morris outside. Kicks to McGee. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Shot on the wing. They get it back. And Green is right there.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
Runs in the pass to Powell. Got a piece of it. And that's a foul. Called on Dwight Powell. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. Murray against Doncic. Murray kicks to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
Doncic against Murray. Doncic, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Murray against Doncic. Murray outside. Pass to Porter. Lets it go with a three. Unable to get that one. And the Mavericks going the other way now.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with the quick bucket here.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Doncic against Murray. Millsap at the elbow. Outside for Murray. Here's the three. Nice D from Doncic. Here's Dallas, trailing by 4. Finney-Smith passes to Cauley-Stein. Good defense by Jokic.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now here's Murray. Porter kicks to Murray. And another miss by Denver. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Doncic leading the charge. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. For our